It was 10:34 in the morning on a seemingly ordinary spring day, April 28, 2025. The sun shone brightly over Spain and Portugal, casting long shadows on bustling cities and sleepy villages alike. Life went on, a symphony of everyday sounds, the hum of traffic, the laughter of children, the rhythmic clatter of keyboards in offices. Then, in a heartbeat, everything changed. The lights flickered, dimmed, and died. Silence. An eerie, unsettling silence descended upon the Iberian Peninsula. From the bustling metropolis of Madrid to the quaint, sun-drenched streets of Lisbon, 55 million people were plunged into darkness. Confusion reigned. Was it a local outage? A temporary glitch? People stepped out of their homes, their faces etched with bewilderment as they looked to their neighbors for answers. The usual hum of appliances, the constant digital chatter, the reassuring glow of screens, all gone, replaced by an unnerving stillness. The blackout of 2025 had begun, an unprecedented event that would expose the fragility of the modern world and ignite a spirit of resilience in the hearts of millions. As the initial shock subsided, a different kind of energy surged through the darkness, the boundless resourcefulness of the human spirit. In the face of adversity, ordinary individuals rose to the occasion, becoming beacons of hope and ingenuity. In Lisbon, Ana, a young mother, worried about her baby's milk, warming in the now useless electric bottle warmer. Remembering a school science project, she gathered spare wires, resistors, and a small solar panel from her balcony garden. With a little tinkering, she had fashioned a makeshift solar charger, enough to power a small light and warm the milk. Meanwhile, in Seville, Miguel, a retired schoolteacher, put his practical skills to use. He'd experienced water shortages before and knew electric pumps wouldn't help now. Rummaging through his shed, he unearthed old bicycle parts and, with determined focus, assembled a pedal-powered water pump, providing clean water for his elderly neighbors. Across town, Maria, a diabetic, faced a different crisis. Her insulin needed refrigeration. Drawing upon her grandmother's stories of surviving the war years, she found a solution in the simplest of things: evaporation. Using terracotta pots and wet sand, she created a rudimentary but effective solar cooler, keeping her insulin viable. These were not isolated incidents. Throughout Spain and Portugal, countless acts of selflessness and resourcefulness illuminated the darkness. In the absence of technology, human connection became the most valuable currency. As days turned into nights, the question on everyone's mind was, how could this happen? How could a modern, interconnected society be brought to its knees by a simple power outage? The answer, experts revealed, lay in the very fabric of our modern energy grid. The transition to renewable energy, while crucial for the planet's health, had inadvertently introduced a new vulnerability: a lack of grid inertia. This inertia, traditionally provided by the massive spinning turbines of coal and nuclear plants, acted as a shock absorber for the grid, maintaining stability during fluctuations in supply and demand. Renewable sources like solar and wind, while cleaner, lacked this inherent inertia. The sudden drop in solar power generation at the Don Alvaro Solar Park, triggered by a passing cloud, created a ripple effect that the grid, already operating near capacity, couldn't handle. The system tripped, cascading failures rippled outward, plunging millions into darkness. The blackout exposed a harsh truth. Our reliance on a centralized, interconnected grid, while efficient, was also a single point of failure. The event served as a wake-up call, highlighting the urgent need for a more resilient and decentralized energy future. The blackout's impact was swift and far-reaching, paralyzing every aspect of daily life. Transportation ground to a halt as electric trains stalled on their tracks and traffic lights blinked out, transforming once orderly streets into chaotic mazes. Hospitals, relying heavily on electricity, faced critical challenges. Backup generators roared to life, providing a lifeline for essential equipment, but the strain was evident. Stories emerged of doctors performing surgeries by flashlight, nurses manually ventilating patients, and a profound sense of anxiety hanging in the air. Supermarkets, once beacons of abundance, became scenes of panic and frustration. Shelves, stripped bare by anxious shoppers, stood as stark reminders of our dependence on a system that could vanish in an instant. Cash registers stood silent, useless without electricity, forcing people to confront a disconcerting truth. In a cashless society, a power outage meant a return to a barter economy. Fear and uncertainty gripped many, yet amidst the chaos, something extraordinary happened. Communities came together. The shared vulnerability forged new bonds, fostering a spirit of cooperation and mutual aid. As the digital world went dark, the enduring relevance of analog skills and knowledge became strikingly clear. The ability to navigate without GPS, to communicate without internet, to entertain without screens, these seemingly outdated skills transformed into invaluable assets. Abuela Carmen, a grandmother living in the small village of Riopar, became an unexpected source of information. Her trusty shortwave radio, a relic from a bygone era, crackled to life, picking up faint but vital broadcasts from distant stations. She became the village's news source, relaying updates on the situation, calming anxieties, and providing a much-needed connection to the outside world. In Barcelona, Juan, a young entrepreneur, found a new purpose for his e-scooter. Recognizing the need for communication and transportation, he began delivering messages, transporting essential goods, and even helping medical personnel navigate the city's darkened streets. The blackout became a testament to the enduring power of human ingenuity and adaptability. It underscored the importance of preserving knowledge and skills that might seem obsolete in the digital age, but proved essential in times of crisis. The blackout of 2025 served as a stark reminder that we live in an unpredictable world, vulnerable to disruptions we often fail to anticipate. Yet, it also highlighted the power of preparedness, both individually and collectively. Every household should have a basic emergency kit, a lifeline in those crucial hours or days when help might not be readily available. Water, non-perishable food, a first aid kit, a manual can opener, a whistle, a flashlight, a battery-powered radio, and extra batteries. These are not mere items, but tools of resilience, a tangible reminder that we have the power to take care of ourselves and our loved ones. But preparedness goes beyond material possessions. It's about fostering connections within our communities, knowing our neighbors, and understanding that in times of crisis, our ability to rely on each other might be our greatest asset. The blackout, while disruptive and unsettling, also became a catalyst for positive change. It exposed vulnerabilities, but also ignited a collective determination to build a more resilient future. Governments across Europe, recognizing the systemic risks highlighted by the event, implemented sweeping reforms. New regulations mandated the integration of battery storage systems into renewable energy projects, ensuring grid stability even during fluctuations in power generation. Investments poured into microgrids, creating localized energy networks less susceptible to widespread outages. Perhaps the most profound shift occurred at the community level. The shared experience fostered a renewed sense of solidarity, a recognition that we are all in this together. Neighborhood preparedness groups sprung up, residents shared resources and knowledge, and a culture of mutual aid took root. The blackout became a crucible, forging not only more resilient infrastructure, but also a more connected and prepared citizenry. The blackout of 2025 was a wake-up call, a stark reminder of our interconnectedness and the fragility of the systems we often take for granted. But it was also a testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit, our capacity for resilience, ingenuity, and compassion. In the face of darkness, we found light, in the kindness of strangers, in the resourcefulness of our communities, in the rediscovery of skills and traditions that connect us to our past and empower us for the future. The true measure of our resilience lies not in our ability to prevent disruptions, but in how we respond to them. By embracing preparedness, fostering community, and working together, we can build a brighter, more resilient future for ourselves and generations to come. Let the blackout serve as a catalyst, a call to action. Start by building your emergency kit, reach out to your neighbors, get involved in your community. The time for preparation is now, for in the face of uncertainty, our greatest strength lies in our collective ability to adapt, innovate, and support one another.